Doug Thugging. Number 12? Number 13? I don't even know. Wednesday, February 10th, 2016. The time, 5:32 p.m. I'm your host, Douglas Steele, John Sanders, whatever the fuck you would like to call me. Just in case, well, last Thursday, I'm doing a bit of a catch-up. So Thursday, I do a podcast with my Australian brother-in-law and our Pommy means English, friend, Dean. And that podcast is called the podcast formerly known as. And we had our friend Phoebe Pinnock from the band Heaven the Axe come in. And it was great to see her. She was an awesome guest. And I decided to get on the beers. And I had, I don't know. Look, one turned into about 6. So I want you to go to that episode. Find it. Google it. Google the podcast formerly known as and click on the one that has Phoebe on there. And actually, when I'm done with this, I'm going to listen to it because, A, I don't remember it, and B, she was fun. She's a great guest. So check that out. We also talked to Higo from Triple M. And so I had beers, whatever, got home, wasn't feeling great. So Friday I spent the all day in bed, as old fuckers do when they can't handle their drink. And so it started off, I got a ritual if I'm bedridden, and it goes like this. Laptop, YouTube, and I usually start off watching drummers. In this case, it'd be Vinny Colaiuta, who I love watching his drum clips. But what ended up happening is I started getting on like a Zappa trail. And I'm in love with 2 Zappa songs at the minute. One of them is called Wind Up Working in a Gas Station. I love that song. That's off of Zoodalers. It's the first track. I really love that song. So before Alex gets home tonight, I'll probably listen to it at least 2 or 3 times. And the other one is off Joe's Garage. I think it's the last track off of side 1 called Cyborg. Give me that cyborg. Give me that. Give me the chromium leg. The chromium leg? Whatever. I don't know. I just love it. I love that fucking song so much. It's crazy. So yeah, and that was my whole day. Was Zappa interviews, Zappa songs, more Zappa interviews because I just like hearing the guy talk because he was so fucking cool. And then, so Saturday was my friend Will Gaffney's Bucks party, which is like a stag party, bachelor party, whatever you want to call it. So we ended up at Naked for Satan on Brunswick Street in Fitzroy, and we just drank really. And I did drink a couple days before, whatever. Look, to make a long story extremely short, I went back to Will's brother's place and blacked out and threw up at least 3 different times. Got home, threw up. So, yeah, I don't remember the fucking night. I fucked up. So I won't be doing that again. I'm going back to being sober because I just can't handle alcohol. I was like 8 or 9 months, I don't know. The last drink I had was May 23rd of 2015. And then the one after that was New Year's Eve, had 6 beers, didn't like it. And then the time after that was the podcast with Phoebe. And I didn't, yeah, it's to the point now where the hangovers are not worth getting drunk. And boy, did I find that out on Sunday when I couldn't get out of bed. And our friend Maria, who's she's English, but she's living in China, but she's come out to visit. She came out, and I couldn't even really hang out with her too much because I was too busy, like, writhing around in pain in bed. It was fucking horrible. And even Monday, I had problems. I didn't have problems at work, but, those days where you're just like, I can't do this job. That was me all day Monday. But then again, it was my boss as well, so we were both like, oh, fuck this shit. So Monday I called Will, and I did damage control. I'm like, dude, I'm really, really sorry. He's like, look, yeah, you were out of control, but you weren't horribly out of control. So that made me feel better. So, yeah. So there you go. I guess the thing is, it's probably best to just be sober. The hangovers are never, ever worth it. And throwing up is fun. I threw up so hard, I fucked up my back. Not lower back, upper back. That tells you something. Yeah, I probably shouldn't drink, so I'm going back to being a sober guy. So what's happening for the rest of the week? Because today's Wednesday, so tomorrow I work. Deadpool is being released, and my wife is actually, it's her last day at her job as manager of a Swedish stationery store in Melbourne's central business district. I forget the name of the fucking place, but anyway. So there's that going on, and then you got Valentine's Day and all that shit, and all. She's so awesome. She pretty much told me what I should get her, how much I should spend, and that kind of shit. So my wife is cool like that. Friday, Alex and I are going to, we're going to a party for a surprise party, and I can't mention who, but I'll tell you about that later. That should be good. And then Saturday is Will and Jacinta's wedding, and that's kind of far out past Greensboro way. If you're a Melbourneian, you know what I'm talking about. And they've got like glamping tents set up, and glamping is glamorous camping. So you got all the amenities, whatever. You got all the shit you need from your house in a fucking teepee. So I'll have like Wi-Fi and whatever the fuck else. I don't know. I was actually thinking of videotaping now because like, don't bring your camera. No, I might. I don't know. I'm going to look fucking smashing in a suit. Somebody needs to see that shit. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of that. But we're staying not only set from Saturday night to Sunday, we're staying Sunday to Monday. I've got 3 days off work. So I might tidy the place up with my lovely wife. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to take a little bit of time off to just fucking hang out, I think. I've got the new ritual is with the alarm materials that I've got a CD of it out in the car, and it's all like rough sketches of songs. And so I listen to that so I can kind of learn the order of the parts and to come up with different ideas and that kind of thing. And that's working out really well, but I need to start kind of stepping up a bit and re-recording some shit or whatever. So we'll see how we go, son. And last but not least, my friend Nate, who does the podcast called The Vinyl Guide with Nate Goyer, he has suggested, and I need your help with this, that I come up with a podcast called, well, not called, but it has to do with only playing terrible music. So what's going to happen is that I'll play a track of a band, a recording artist, whatever, and I'm just going to bag the shit out of it. But I need a name I need a name for what I would call it. I need a podcast name. Write this down. B, if you could write in the comments section below here what bands and what songs I should do, that would be very helpful. And yeah, I think that's it. So I was thinking of just calling it Terrible Music with Doug Steele or the Terrible Music Podcast. He had something to the effect of, Nate was saying something of like, I don't know, Terrible Music Theater featuring Doug Steele. I forgot what he said. I didn't write it down. So there you have it, bitch. But yeah, that'll be it. So, and then I got a dude's been messaging me on Facebook or not on Facebook, on YouTube, who wants me to do the intro to Van Halen, Girl Gone Bad. And I would do the whole song, but there's a couple of fiddly parts that I don't know. And I don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to learn them. So I will hop on to see some playthroughs on YouTube. And I don't think they're fucking playing it right either. So I don't know. We'll talk about that later, I guess. Maybe. Give me the chrome. Yeah, I think I'm in a good mood today. Why, I don't know. It's fucked because I did some painting at work and I've got black paint on my fucking arm and on my hands. And yet, I'm emceeing Will's wedding on Saturday, so I can't be walking around wearing a schmick suit and looking like a fucking jackass with black shit all over my hands. But I think that about does it, kids. So, hope you're doing well. Don't look to me as any sort of fucking role model because I obviously cannot handle my shit. And that means drinking, so don't drink. Look, sobriety, in all honesty, sobriety is the way to go. It really is. It's the way to go. And having said that, I'm about to have a shot. No, I'm not. A shot in the dark. One step away from me. All right, dude, really, I got to go. So thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon. I'll try to get back into doing some... Hey, and just one more thing before I go. You ever on Facebook and you got those dudes on your fucking Facebook page and like all they can do is talk about guitar. There's like two guys I can really think of, and it's like, oh man, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I love guitar, I love being in a band and all that shit, but there is more to life. It's a one part of my life. It's not the whole fucking thing. So, I think I was like that when I was, I don't know, early 20s, you know? But now, nah, man, there's other shit going on. That'll do. 5:42 is what it's saying here. I've chin-wagged enough. All right, I'll talk to you soon. You'll probably see clips of the goddamn wedding if I can help it.